Hello, hello, lovely, lovely ones, and happy summer solstice or winter solstice, wherever you are. And I hope you're feeling well. I hope that this beautiful um, shift in the season, in the energy, is serving you well. I just wanted to come on here to talk a little bit about something that is inspiring me, and I found that is quite common amongst beautiful beings who are going through their disordered eating recovery. It certainly was for me, and I just wanted to hop on here and just talk a little bit about that because I think it's really important to address some of the things that are glaringly obvious, but not really addressed in a way that um, people would find, oh, actually, that's quite normal to feel. So, what I really want to talk about is that, during your recovery journey, you may feel, this is something I get, but I still don't really execute it very well. What I mean is, like, you intellectually understand the theory or the concept behind it and what you need to do. However, you just find yourself sort of not embodying it, and perhaps even finding yourself resisting really executing it and embodying it. And I love the word embody, and that is what I do. That is what I use as a powerful way to shift out of the first of all the disordered mindset, and then you have the recovery mindset, because the recovery mindset is where you are going through the motions of experimenting with your food, and is perhaps not quite liking your body, but you understand that that is a phase that you have to go through. And it is a very beautiful, beautiful phase, a beautiful stage that I would encourage you to absolutely stay fully present to it, because this is the chrysalis moment where you can really fully step into your body. And when you actually come out of it, the alchemy, the transformation is exceptional. Like, I can find myself now doing things that I had no way of doing back in the day when I was stuck in that horrible cycle of just restricting my eating and over exercising, and to a point where I was actually anorexic. Um, and I know all of us are going through, all of you are going through a very different journey. Each one of you have a circumstance I have so much compassion for. And I just want you to really know that perhaps some days when you look at yourself, and you know that when you look at yourself in the mirror, you're going to say, I love you, I love you, I love you, and I love you, my body. I love you so much. Thank you so much for being here for me, for keeping me alive, and for keeping me going. And yet, when you say all these words, perhaps you don't actually mean it. Perhaps you can't find yourself to even love yourself or accept yourself, but you know that it is something you have to go through, right? So, what I really want to address is that you cannot absolutely, absolutely, there's nothing wrong with that. Basically, that's what I'm trying to say, because I definitely have gone through a time when I did my own work in recovery, and I persisted on telling myself how much I love myself. I did the mirror work until I actually meant it. And it took time. And if looking back now, what was missing really was that I lacked the understanding of embodiment. I lacked the understanding of how I didn't have the tools or the practices to bring me straight into my body without writing any narratives or stories about what I was doing and what I was feeling, because everything was given a meaning. And writing stories is beautiful. I'm a writer myself and I love that. But what really transformed things and shifted things for me was really embodying it, like really bringing the pain and sorrow, the joy, whatever emotions you're feeling, bringing it straight into your body without writing any stories, without attaching any labels to it, without judging it. Because judgment exists and it prevents healing. When judgment exists, it prevents healing. It is that simple. And judgment doesn't have to be like a horribly bad thing. It could just be something that is like, this is black, this is white, this is bad, this is good. It seems so innocuous, but it just slows things down, basically. If you have a moment, just really just bring yourself inward and just ask your body, like, where is it in my body that I need to pay attention to right now? And if you are my client, you know that that is exactly something that I would take you way deeper into the process, the journey, because there are practical and powerful tools and practices that bring us back to connect our mind, our body, and our breath back together. And the breath, as I always say, is an indication of the fact that you're alive, and therefore your breath is your spirit, and spirit is breath. So in essence, I've seen a lot of people recovered or recovering, but still struggling with really bad body image days, or still struggling with food. And I think the missing link here is the real embodiment of stepping into the fact that you are a soul, you have a body, and you are living a soulful life, whether you choose to or not. Obviously, all of us have free will. And so if you choose to acknowledge you have a soul, if you choose to acknowledge that the soul is trying to speak through your body to you, to your mind, and that your mind is here to serve you, not to work against you. And if you could use your body to find the mind again and tether everything at the core, right down to the seat of your soul, that is when you can go way beyond recovery. Like the minute you really accept that, and the minute you step into that, that is when you realize that life is so bloody magnificent. Like, that is what living is. That is infinite. And I hate to see this. Like, I just find it so heartbreaking to see you just being in a space where you can't even see that. And that is not your fault. I just want to say that with utter compassion, that is not your fault, and there's nothing wrong with that, because that is being human. That is human making decisions based on what they know. And when you know this much, you can't see that much. That's why I always say, whether you work with me or you work with another therapist or whoever that can bring light to you, that can carry you on with faith and share this really beautiful, magnificent life or vision of you for you. That is where recovery is. That is what recovery can begin. That is where it can begin, because recovery is just one tiny speck in the cosmos. Your life is this huge cosmos out there. And yeah, I just want you to see it. I really do. And that's why I'm so passionate about my work, because working with you is not just about recovery, it's really about you transforming your trauma into pure ultimate gifts, to see food that you struggle with, that you're so confused with all your life, to see it as a gateway to your amazing, magnificent self. That is my mission. That is what I strive to do in my alchemical work with you. And that's why I talk so much about what is beyond what you can see, which is how to lose weight, how to stop fearing gaining weight, how to make peace with food, all of that. Yes, it's so possible, because what is out there is much bigger than that. And if you can prepare yourself when you say, yes, I'm ready to see beyond where I am, that is when it all begins to click into place. That is when magic happens. And I just want you to see that. So that is me tonight. I really, really am so, like, my heart just beats so much for this, for you, cheering you on. Whatever stage you're at, it's a true honor. And if this is something that really piques your interest and is something that you are ready to dive into, I have a free training, which you can absolutely access. I'll drop the link here. And I have a free masterclass coming up again in July. If you'd like to join for a taster session of what I work with my clients to do the work, to do the inner work while giving them the practical tools to tide them over every day, then you can hop on over and join us as well. So I will speak to you soon. Since I've done a live today, I'll probably not go live again tomorrow, but I send you so much love and speak soon. Bye.